G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to the Super Pershing. A lot of people seem to absolutely hate this tank, and with very, very good reason. It's essentially a long-barreled Pershing, the M26E1, with a bit of add-on armor, but that add-on armor seems to make the tank really, really sluggish. And a heavy tank that's sluggish and has no armor, yet has an okay, mediocre, not that kind of great gun, tends to be a bit of a struggle. Now here I am stock. I'm dead stock. I have parts and maybe that's it. And the solid shot AP. And I get a really good game with it. Unfortunately, used to be a rare matchmaking for the Pershing. This is when it was back at 6.7. But now that it's down to 6.3, you may actually see this matchmaker a lot more frequently. It'll get more down tiers, and I think that's a really positive change. Because the Super Pershing basically only has an impenetrable upper front plate, and that's really it. Realistically, the add-on armor on the turret does pretty much bugger all. And it's really a shame, especially when facing stuff like the King Tiger. I do feel like the M26, or the Super Pershing, is a bit inferior to the Tiger 2P. I don't think the Super Pershing should have gone down to 6.0, but I think 6.3 with a buff would be really, really good, because it still has a couple of glaring weak spots. For example, if you turn the turret even slightly and expose the side of the turret, just a little bit of the side of the turret, you're going to get shafted really hard for that. It's only about 100mm thick. And the top of the turret, just above the extra armor plating, you can actually shoot that spot if you've got some sort of angle of elevation above the Pershing, and you can pretty easily take out everything in the turret and everything in the crew compartment altogether. This time, I decided to run up the middle in the Pershing because I was top tier, and I thought, you know what, the T-34-85 and the M18 that crossed the river earlier have got my back, and sure enough, they did. I actually had some decent teamwork this game. And that is another thing you have to consider. You need good teams. And when you're down-tiered, whilst that's pretty up in the air, a lot of people don't have that much skill compared to higher tiers. I'm not saying that they're unskilled or they're crap or whatever. I'm just saying that you get more noobs at lower tier. Or more newbies. You get a lot of people that have sort of rushed up to their first Panther or their first Tiger, and they're easy pickings, to say the least, especially with the solid shot buff. That's a little bit of a tongue twister for you. Regardless, I've picked up one kill, and I'm looking to see what else there could be to shoot at, and there's a Panther. That was a cheesy shot, to say the least. But there's no time to sit on that, because there's another Panther. And with 240mm of pen, I can quite easily go through that upper front plate. I choose not to, though. Which is a shame, because I could have had a really nice one-shot. Regardless, because of the Panther's crappy reverse speed, he decides to just give up, sit there, and I put one through his 40mm side plates, which should overmatch quite simply. Quite easily, actually. And that's not the only Panther. There are Panthers everywhere, it seems, in this matchmaker, and I don't know why people were spamming Panthers. Why the Panther? I mean, it's okay when you're facing down-tiered stuff, but if you're facing T29s all the time, it's not that fun. And the reverse gear doesn't really have it in for it. It's kind of shit. So it gets shafted a little bit there. So I don't know why they would spam it, but at the same time I'm playing my Super Pershing, I'm not complaining about these kills. I wouldn't complain. Yeah, the Super Pershing, it's terrible. It's a terrible tank. But why am I sitting here telling you it's a terrible tank when I'm absolutely destroying Panthers? Because these Panthers are very low-hanging fruit, let's say. They seem to have whiffed shots, they missed, they haven't looked properly, and I've gotten lucky. I have a good team. The Super Pershing, just like last week's video, I said we're going on a little bit of a theme of support tanks, and here we go. The Super Pershing is a support tank. You have to work with your team very, very closely Otherwise, you will not get far. Everything can out-reload it, practically, at that battle rating of the opposition you'll face, with the exception of IS-2s and IS-3s. That's it. Everyone else will beat your reload, or at least match it. You don't have the mobility, you don't have the armor, you don't have the firepower. It's not that great. But I tell you what, if you work with your team, pretty much anything is possible. You can turn the super ball sack into the super 8-kill monster. It's amazing what a little bit of teamwork can do. And I've been meaning to release this video for about a year. I haven't even made it yet, but basically a short compilation of events of teamwork. And I think stuff like that is a bit missing in the War Thunder community. But I think that's just a component of online gaming in general. You don't have amazing teammates. But in this case, I have amazing enemies. Look at this guy. Doesn't see me. One shot into the side, and that is all I need. Solid Shot has been buffed to where I think it is at a great level. It's perfect. It shouldn't be changed at all. I think Solid Shot is perfect. If anyone wants to disagree with me, go ahead in the comments. If you agree with me, type in the comments, the Super Pershing is the best tank in the whole game and should be up-tiered to 10.3. Anyway, our team is steamrolled, and it's not surprising the Germans didn't coordinate, they didn't work together, and that's the key to a victory, honestly. If you just work together, you'll be fine. Here we go with a lot of kills. It's a nice. It's not that terrible of a tank. I mean, the 90mm gun is still good, and you get the beautiful M82 shot, which I believe has been actually renamed. So someone in the comments let me know what the name of the shot is. The APC-BC shell on the American 90mm. So that's about it, ladies and gents. The match is practically over. I don't really get any more kills. I think I might get 1 or 2, but they're either SPAA or they're low-hanging fruit or something shitty like that, so I don't think it's worth showing them. I do think that the Super Pershing has its merits. I mean, that Solid Shot's nice. The M82 is nice. But I'm glad that it's been down-tiered. I'm very, very glad that it's been down-tiered. It should roughly be facing stuff like the Tiger E, the Panthers, maybe the Tiger 2P, the Yag Panther. I think they're a good match. And it helps to sort of flesh out that 6.3 battle rating. It's really, really nice. And I think it's a positive change because it's a fucking terrible tank. Let's face it. Anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you want me to drive out next. And I'll see you next time.